All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode here of what's new and what's happening at the Disneyland Resort. I'm going to start today again over at Disney California Adventure for today's updates as we talk a lot about Christmas arriving at the Disneyland Resort and Halloween saying goodbye. But let's go ahead and get this video started. So the Halloween season officially ends on October 31st, Halloween Day. It's the last day of the Halloween season at Disneyland. It's going to be this Tuesday. And then right afterward, on November the 10th, which is the following Friday of the next week, the holiday season begins at Disneyland Resort. But holiday preparation is already well underway. And we're in this weird period right now where the holiday season is kind of creeping in while there's already holiday decor, or Halloween decor, out and about. So I'm going to show you some of that and get a look at some of the Christmas stuff that's already out at Disneyland, including the merchandise, which I'm not a super big fan of this year, but a lot of people might really like it. So we'll have to wait and see what you guys think about it. But let's head over to Grizzly Peak Airfield because that's where the first decor that I saw popped up this year over in Disney California Adventure. So over here, just outside Soarin' Around the World, is holiday decor. Already here in Grizzly Peak Airfield, you can see up here in the trees, we've got the popcorn strings around the trees with cranberries. We have pine cones with bows on them. The trees are all decorated with lights as well too, the star lights. So holiday decor is already here at Disney California Adventure Park. And it's not even Halloween yet. But Disney has a lot of holiday decor, so they have to start early. So it totally makes sense as to why it's already here already. But this definitely isn't the first place or only place that has holiday decor up. Let's go ahead and keep checking not only what's new, but all the holiday decor that's already descending. Also over here in the Grizzly Peak area, we have Russian River Outfitters already decked out inside and outside for the holidays as well. They haven't started putting too much, but they have put some over here, which is kind of odd to see because Villains Grove is a main Halloween attraction inside Oogie Boogie Bash, which still has remaining nights, including this night that I'm here tonight. But you can see holiday decor is also up as well. We've got the light posts with the holiday lights, the bows, but then right next to it, Villains Grove decor. So very interesting to see. But like I mentioned, they have to start early. There's just so much holiday decor to install, and they can't do it all in just like 1 week. So the holiday prep teams need to get started. But it's cool. It's a cool time to come because you kind of get both. But the other unfortunate thing is that if you come on Halloween expecting like full Halloween, you kind of don't get the most Halloween experience. You kind of get that only in September. Because you're going to see the Halloween fireworks show with snow on the castle right now, which is crazy. And we'll show more of that again in a little bit later in this video. And you can see here they already have the firefly light jars in the tree, which is their holiday decor. They basically got like trapped fireflies in jars. Lights up really pretty as you walk through here. It's a great place to walk through during the holiday season. A lot of people don't kind of come back here. So if you haven't done it, highly recommend it. Back in the day, they also used to do snow too over in this area at random times, but they haven't done it in a while. Now, of course, one of the major things over at Disney California Adventure Park during the holiday season is Festival of Holidays. And of course, all the festival booths are right where I'm walking right now. Now, they're actually already here on property waiting to be installed, so they'll be probably put in the park within the next week. I had Twitter user Rich Holbrook who actually tagged me in a post of all the booths being outside on Harbor Boulevard, ready to be installed. So they're already here. All the names are on the booths. There's even menus on the booths as well too, but I'm not sure if those are current menus, so I don't want to kind of speculate on any of those until Disney actually announces everything and gives us that foodie guide for the holiday season. So let's check out Cars Land, see if there's any bleeding over from Halloween into Christmas in that location before we make our way out of Disney California Adventure Park. So for the most part, Cars Land is still all Halloween, including the characters. still dressed up in their Halloween costumes, which makes sense. You know, Cars Land's a big spot during Oogie Boogie Bash. But we will head through Adventures Campus, Hollywoodland, and then move our way on to Disneyland Park next.
Hey, is that a new paint job? Love it!
Like I mentioned, I'm over here at Disney California Adventure in the Five and Dime store, and they've got some of the Christmas merch already out, which has been out for a little bit. They've got spirit jerseys, pillows, home decor. Like I said, I'm not too big of a fan of like some of the Christmas merch this year, including the spirit jersey. You see the new Loungefly here. They've got a decorative pillow for like your couch or bed or something. And then here's a look at the Minnie ears. It's like 2 wreaths, Mickey and Minnie in it, and then the bow. And I believe the ears are $30. Whoops. Yeah, they got like blankets, they have puzzles, all sorts of stuff. I already have ornaments out too that are in addition to the ones they normally have. There is actually another spirit jersey too, which I'll show you right over here. This one's not too bad. It's got all the characters on it, a little bit of glitter in it as well. And then this is the front side here. I'm just not like a super big fan of the merch this year. They had some really great stuff last year and the year before with that Walt's Holiday Lodge line. But none of this is really speaking to me. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of the holiday merch this year, or are you going to be passing? But I think that wraps up our time here at Disney California Adventure Park. So let's go ahead and continue the journey around the resort over at Disneyland Park next. So I actually crossed over right as they were starting. The new Halloween Cavalcade that they're running now that Magic Happens has ended its run. And this is going to be running through Halloween, but they'll still continue doing the Cavalcade without the Halloween theme before the Christmas Fantasy Parade starts when holidays begin. And you might already know this if you listen to my podcast, but we got an opening date for the Adventureland Treehouse. It's going to be opening on November 10th, so the same day that the holidays of the Design Resort begin, the Adventureland Treehouse will also open. I'll be here that weekend. I won't be here on opening day, but I'll definitely be doing some walkthrough videos and some coverage of that on the opening weekend to share with you guys. So stay tuned for that. But if you're coming to the resort after November 10th, you'll be able to do the Adventureland Treehouse, which of course is now back to being inspired by the Swiss Family Robinson. Speaking of more holiday decor, we have over here in New Orleans Square all the holiday decor already up. All the wreaths, garland, all hung from the buildings inside New Orleans Square. Sorry for the lighting here, it's so harsh. I did try out a new microphone today, so I'm hoping that helps out for you guys. It was a little windy today, so I was hoping that the windscreen on the microphone is going to help kind of block out some of that punching that happens on the microphone. You can see we got even some of the lights on over here for the holidays.
All of them.
So before I head into Mickey's Toontown, I wanted to stop over here at the Fantasyland Theater to talk about the Tale of the Lion King. My friend David Vaughn actually on Twitter posted that reportedly the Tale of the Lion King is going to be having its final performance closing on January 7th of 2024. So if you guys liked this show and definitely don't want to miss it, make sure you see it during the holiday season before January 7th, because it's reportedly going to be closing down and making way for some sort of new show later on. Now, I know some people are happy because the Tale of the Lion King's been here for a little bit, but there's a lot of really big fans of the show too, and it's such a great, lively show. Definitely gives you those Animal Kingdom vibes if you've ever been to Disney's Animal Kingdom and seen the Lion King celebration show. But January 7th, once more. So we'll head out into Mickey's Toontown because they have gone full Christmas. So I wanted to check that out and show you what that looks like on all of the new version of the land, at least for the stuff that's up already. So just walked into Toontown over here, right by Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. You can see the same old Christmas decorations we had before, but some additional add-ons. Toontown actually has some of the best Christmas decor in all of the park, and a lot of people don't come over here and check it out, but I feel like now, since there's, of course, a whole new land and a whole new attraction back here, more people will be checking it out than normally do. You can see back here, it kind of is all themed to the buildings that it's on. We've got the Toontown gym over here with like very themed Christmas decorations. All sorts of stuff. Themed to the Gag Factory over here. They don't have any Christmas decor on the El Capitan Theater just yet. Maybe that's coming later. We'll have to wait and see, but there's a lot more at the back over at Mickey's house, Minnie's house, so we're gonna head back over there next. Over here at Minnie Mouse's house, you can see we've got the Christmas decor all in pink already up, including the Christmas tree with the presents underneath. And the structure in the backyard even has some Christmas decor on it as well too. I think we can head back there a little bit. You can see it a little bit closer right there. And then of course Mickey's house right next door has Christmas decor as well, including the garland, some wreaths, and then of course he has his Christmas tree as well too, which I'll show you right here with a little train around it. Over here at Donald's Boat we also have some Christmas decor too, and nothing yet installed at Goofy's house, which makes sense because Goofy's house is going to be going under renovation actually during the holiday season. So a lot of the Christmas decor we've already seen in the past. Nothing new, like I thought there might have been, on some of the newer buildings and things here in Toontown, just on the old previous ones. So we'll have to wait and see if they're going to install anything on El Capitan or on Goofy's house after it reopens during the holiday season. Over here in Fantasyland, we're outside of It's a Small World, of course closed right now until the 10th, which is opening day of the holiday season because it's being transformed currently into It's a Small World holiday. And I don't know if you can make it out in the video, but it's actually all decked out with Christmas lights already. They've got this down to a science almost. Everything is basically installed and ready to go on the facade, all the Christmas lights. So I would imagine this year maybe they even opened it a little bit earlier since last year it was delayed, as we all know. But for right now, it's scheduled to open on November 10th, once the holiday season begins here at the Design Resort. Of course, another thing I wanted to cover was checking back over here at the castle just outside Fantasyland, and we have icicles now, which is different from last week. We only had the snow on top. Now we have the icicles in addition to the snow. So they're well underway for holiday preparation. Now also we know why they removed some of that Disney 100 decor on the front there, because they had to make room for all the icicles and other things which are coming, like the wreaths and the garland that sit on the front of the castle that haven't been installed just yet. But it's crazy to see all the icicles in the snow, especially if you're watching the Halloween fireworks show on Halloween night. All right, everyone, but that wraps up this episode of what's new and what's happening at the Design Resort. We're going to make a return back to the hotels at the Design Resort next week to get a up close look at kind of what the progress looks like there, especially since we have that opening date looming over the Pixar Place Hotel. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button on this video. Leave a comment below anything that you want to about the video. Make sure you're subscribed for future updates, and we'll see you on the next one.